According to a recent report that we just launched, one of the first of its kind reports on climate-induced mobility from a city perspective, we found out that if emissions are not slashed, if fossil fuel use and demand is not heavily reduced as per the Paris Agreement and science-based targets, only 10 cities in the global south, so 10 cities only, will receive more than 8 million people forcibly displaced by climate-induced migration in the next 25 years. And sort of this gives the idea of what is the stakes at play and what are the challenges that cities are faced. Cities are on the front lines of reducing emissions, reducing fossil fuel use, mitigating climate change. They're also on the front lines of facing disasters when they strike, increasing resilience of vulnerable communities and people. But they're also building public support for climate action at local level, working with communities, mobilizing stakeholders, convening stakeholders, fighting disinformation. And they're also very much involved in welcoming people in their cities through inclusion programs and dealing with mobility that is not yet as analyzed as it should be from a climate, city and migration perspective. And so this is why, they can do a lot in terms of urban resilience, in terms of urban inclusion, in terms of green jobs and urban transition, making sure the people who need it the most access the opportunities of the green transition and mitigate the crisis, but they cannot do it alone. We're at COP29. Finance is the big the hot topic. For cities, numbers are important. Increased climate finance is important, but not only numbers, but where the money goes to and with what mechanisms. And it's really crucial that climate finance is more going towards vulnerable communities, to low-income groups, to people living in informal settlements, and city-led initiatives can really play a strong part in making sure that at least half climate finance is really going where it needs the most to tackle cost of living crisis, climate crisis, and mobility crisis at the same time.